you. In Search of Awesome, we're always on the hunt to find who is the next innovator with the next right answer to help us all make big boom boom. Well, tonight, special guest, Miss Jenn Yeager. She is a Summit Salon, a Summit graduate. I think she's a master recruiter. I think you're going to really find the relationships that she has with schools going are just blowing it up for her. And when you hear about her story, this woman, it's like stamina on steroids. I'm telling you, salon owner. Salon Yeager is the name of a salon company. Hangs out in Knoxville, Tennessee. Summit coach Mikey Carter. Mike, you're doing a great job. She loves you. I love you. We love you. So before we bring her on, I always like to really tell you why I actually hang out with her on the Summit Salon community page. And as I've gotten to know her over the months, I think she's got a great story. Her first year was 2015, and at 325 in sales. That next, 2 years later, she's darn near doubled it. And this year, look at that. She's trending to take it up another probably 25%. So she's making big boom boom to the nth power. Mid 30 something staff. Her staff goes from 6 to 16 in Mach 5. So she's doing something in recruiting right. That's why I invited her out tonight to hang out with us. 2,000 square feet in 2015. She flips over to 3,000 square feet in 17. Been behind the chair 15 years. It's interesting because she's like crushing it on referrals, but now she's become the referral rainmaker in her salon company. Rebooks about 80%. Look at this, RTS retail. Anybody that's out there saying that, retail sucks, it's really, it's going away, and Amazon this, 25%. So she's crushing it. And then when you look at her salon's running at about 20% RTS. And, the salon's got a booking rate of 50% plus and growing. So she's in the game big time. She's going to tell you her story, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. Graduates from high school in 2000. She takes a short ride on biology, but she gets the hair bug, goes to school. Tennessee School of Beauty for Hair School in '04. And she comes from previous salons, and as I said, opens up the business in 15. You need to follow her on social because her salon page on Instagram and her Facebook page are just crushing it. Salon Yeager, Knoxville. That's her handle on both of her pages. You can see the followers that building, and it's growing on a daily basis. So she's in the green room. We're going to go get her. She's going to tell us a little bit about her story, and then we're going to spend a few minutes having her share some of her best practices with us. So I'm going to cross your fingers to make sure that the Wi-Fi gods are that the Wi-Fi gods are behaving themselves. Let's see. Rob's going to bring her up now. There she is. Give it up for her, will you guys? Did you hear me bragging on you?
I did. Thank you.
Oh, good. Well, thanks. I didn't tell the world, but you had a full day behind the chair, and you own the salon company, and you're going to give us a few minutes tonight. So thanks for hanging.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Well, listen, I just love your story, and we always like to start with the story. So, in a nutshell, what was your life like on the front end of opening Summit? That was a big deal for you.
Yeah, so when we actually opened in 2015, we didn't open as a Summit Salon. My husband and I are business partners, and we attended Summit in 2008. But when we opened in 2015, we honestly fear got in the way, and so fear of committing to the cost of a coach, fear of allowing an associate to have such a hands-on, intimate experience with my guests, and so it got in the way. So we opened not as a Summit Salon. And I will tell you, hindsight's 2020. Oh man, if you could take all of the crazy things that could happen opening a salon, and you could put them all together, we had that. We had the contractor that the day before or 2 days before opening said we won't be done for 2 more weeks. We had ice storms hit our city for 2 weeks where it shut down everything. We had all 3 of my boys got mono. It was like this craziness, and we made it through. And luckily, we have a lot of people that love us and stepped in and helped us. But in hindsight, had we opened as a Summit Salon, all of those resources would have been in the same place for us to reach out and say, hey, we need help, Yeah. But we made it through, opening in 2015 with 2,000 square feet and five stylists, me being one of those, and then my husband as business partner. So that was kind of our start.
Yeah. And I know I know that as you and your start was just extraordinary. I mean, that's why I titled the interview "Stamina on Steroids." And I really like the point you make, Jenn, when you said, had you had that to do over again. And a lot of people that are coming to Summit now, they're coming when the business is just a glimmer in their eye. And so it's really, as you're a testament to saying, look, if you can do that, because you'll get through the learning curve, the trial and error part of the learning curve, more, better, faster. But you're in a different place now, Jenn. And I know that, in a journey like yours, there are those definable moments that kind of change the trajectory up. So what were the difference makers for you?
So we have an awesome, salon-centric, our sales consultant, is that what they're called? I can't ever keep their names. Anyways, Bonnie Webb, and she has been by our side since we opened our doors. And she kept saying, I really want you to get a Summit coach. I really think you would benefit from it. We were profitable, but there was so much more, And so she introduced us to a couple. And when she introduced us to Mike Carter, we clicked. We're like, that's the guy. Let's do it. Let's bring him on. And so we did. We brought him on, I think, about a year and a half ago. And, I can't tell you what that's done, not only for our stylists to have that coach come in from outside, and the coach is getting a view. I mean, he's in salons all over the place. He's getting the up-to-date, information to bring that in, but also as an owner to have my person to go to, to say, hey, what do I do in this situation? Or how would you handle this? It brings peace,
Yeah. I mean, I love this part of it, because that was the definable moment. You're the student, you're ready for the teacher, you meet Mike, you take direction, and the trajectory changes. And I know that one of the things that happened is, what you and I were chatting is, you talk about your mission statement, and your culture now is totally different. So that's cooking for you big time. Talk to me a little bit about the W-2 range, because first of all, your staff now is like 3 to 4 times larger than it was, and your W-2s just keep on climbing.
Yeah. So in 2017, we expanded. We had the opportunity to expand, and we were feeling the need that we were going to need to soon. So we expanded to 3,000 square feet. We are now at 16 employees, from 6 to 16, which is a wild ride. And we've learned so much in that process. Every one of our stylists will increase pretty significantly in their W-2s this year. That thrills me, because I get to see them buying homes, buying cars, doing things that we've got one back there cheering in the background a little bit. Yeah, silent cheer, because she's seen that in her life. So that thrills me.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just as the leader, so be the staff. And you've said more to us, Jenn, than you know, because you're on a nice growth roll. I mean, this year, when you really do the math, you're at 25-30% ish, and that can't happen without your people's W-2s growing as well. So we know that the average person in your salon company, as we speak, is growing. They're earning 25% to 30% more this year than last year. And I think you told me you have 1 or 2 of your people that actually double their income.
Yeah, we've had that happen. A lot of that is attributed to social media and to following a plan. They have a growth plan there in place. They can see, if you do this, this will happen. How much of what by when tells us, what we can achieve. And so they're doing that. We've got, stylists that started off with us in 2015 is not that long ago. They started out with us, as level 1 stylists. We didn't start out with these stylists that had this huge clientele. And now they're, approaching 60,000 a year, working less than, working 30-something hours behind the chair.
Yeah.
To me, that's phenomenal.
Oh, well, I'm now characterizing people like you and your staff as the new top 20. I mean, your people are not only expanding the W-2 income range potential, but they're getting to those levels at the light speed. So it's wonderful to, as I get to know you and your people, you are indeed being visions of this ever-growing community that we call Summit. Now, the other question I want to ask you is that you're in a place now, to me, that sounds almost diametrically opposite of where you were, on the front end of 2015, where, everything that could go wrong was going wrong and a whole lot more, and you're not there now. What's it like to be you?
Enjoyable. It's happiness. There's still a lot of work. I work my tail off all the time, but I enjoy my life also, and that's so important. Without getting too emotional, I'll tell you, when Mike first came to us, I think it was maybe our second coaching session, and I had a little bit of a break, a little bit of teary eyes happen, and he said, "How are you doing?" And I'd been so strong and so tough as the leader of my team, and when he asked me that, and that wall started to crumble, I said, I'm tired. And he said he worked with me to set a goal, and it was very different from everyone else's goals that were monetary or service or whatever. He said, I want you to take time for yourself. And I hadn't done that. Right. And to have a coach to be able to see that's what I needed, that was huge for me. It was pivotal. And so I've been able to do that more and more as we grow and as we have these systems in place. My husband, I told you, is my business partner. He's phenomenal. He was having to work, behind the desk so much. And now he's at a point where we've got front desk, full time. He's able to take a step back from that and do owner things. He's doing one-on-one coaching. Right. He's, really helping to grow our team. And for me, there's a lot more enjoyment, a lot more fulfillment. And we brought on the associate program. I jumped in feet first. I said, we're going to do this. I'm going to get over my fear of having an associate touch my client. And they love it. My clients get the VIP treatment. I had two sets of extensions today on top of color and everything. And those clients, in 2.5 hours, they get, extensions removed, full highlights, conditioning treatment, extensions applied, hair curled, and they're in and out. And I can't do that without an associate. I can't do a $1,250 day without an associate by my side. Yeah. And so that's been pivotal for me to continue to grow as a stylist, right, but also to continue to grow our program. We brought on 5 associates at once, Michael. Five at once, because we needed some. We had such a demand, and we needed some level 1 stylists. We needed it quick, so we brought on 5 associates to grow.
I think you made some really cool points there. The biggie is when Mike came in. To me, burnout is when you're working as hard as you can and you're seeing little to no results on the hard work. I mean, like you said, I'm tired. And more than tired. I'm mentally, emotionally exhausted. And in a very short period of time, when your trajectory changed, now it's not like you're not working as hard. You're working as hard as you've ever worked, but you're getting so much traction on your hard work, and that's, I think, what's inspiring. That's where you start drinking your own adrenaline, because you can't wait. You almost like get addicted to what you're doing because you can see so much more progress, right?
Yeah, and we're getting ready to starting in 2019. We've got 2 stylists that just attended the associate program with Nicole Mitchell, and getting ready for them to bring on associates. So where I've been the one growing the associates at this point, 2019. It's going to be even bigger, because we're going to have our team growing team members. Well,
I haven't told you this, but I'm going to tell you it now. I'm going to bet you a grande Starbucks, toffee nut latte that you're going to have 1 or 2 months where that month is trending to go to $1 million. I've got you cracking a mill. If you don't crack a mill next year, you're going to be trending it.
I've already calculated for it, and I'm planning it.
well, the other thing I want you to say is, and then I want to get into some of your best practices, and that is, what do you say to, there's going to be a few thousand people that are going to be watching this conversation, Jenn, and there's a lot of these people that are at where you were, and they're looking and watching to where you're standing now, and they're going, oh my God. Is that possible for me? You're standing there in 30 seconds or less. What might you say to them to give them vision, hope, and inspiration?
Oh gosh, you can do it with the right resources. Focus that time and energy, focus that money, invest in the right places with that limited time, limited money that you have. Put it in the right place. I think hiring a coach was pivotal for us, and being full-blown summit, just committing to it. And then developing that culture. We came up with a mission statement. I think you mentioned that earlier. And we repeated it every company meeting. We now hold meetings once a month. And we say, as a salon company, we are dedicated to delivering an excellent experience to every guest. Education is our commitment. Passion and creativity are our driving force. Respect and kindness define our culture. So we repeat that together as a team, and we've all agreed that that is who we are. And
it's become your mantra. It's become your prayer. Now, listen, I only got 3 or 4 minutes left, Jen, so I need you to start. You need to share some of your best kept secrets, because this has got a tutorial. So I know you got 2 keys. One is social and the other is recruiting. Give us a quick drive-by of your social media, and then I want to talk about your recruiting.
Yeah, so it's funny, since we did the slides, my Instagram, which was a couple weeks ago that we worked on these PowerPoint slides, our Instagram has grown by about 150. I looked at the numbers today. So we keep climbing. Just do it. You don't have to be perfect. You won't be perfect. And you'll always see that someone does better, but just do it. I didn't know what Instagram was when we opened in 2015. I took a client out to lunch that did know and got some lessons, and I just learned from there. So you don't have to like it. I don't care if you like it. You have to do the videos. You have to post the pictures, and you have to do tutorials. A good tip from me is to take note of every question that a client asks. If they ask, how do they style their bangs to the side, take note of that, and then do a tutorial on it. Because if they ask, then there's probably 50 other people that want to know.
All right, so I'm going to stop you for a second, because that was huge. So you're saying if you have a client ask you some questions, you'll go ahead and answer it, but that you guys are doing tutorials. You're building a library of video tutorials. Now, your clients watch them when they're in the salon? Do they watch them when they're on your page? Like, when do they get to see that stuff, Jen?
A little bit of both. We share them on Instagram and Facebook, but we also have clients in the chair, and we'll say, hey, we've got this new, Blowout Babe thermal brush, and Dawn has done a tutorial video on it. Here, watch this while you're in my chair so you can see how to style this haircut that I've given you, right? So taking advantage of that processing time, instead of giving them a magazine, giving them something from our.
And then what platform do they go to watch? I know they're on their mobile or something, but do they go to like your social media pages, YouTube? Like, where do you store that content?
Mostly on Facebook. We're building a YouTube channel, but mostly on Facebook. And what I like to do is drop it to their message on their Facebook. So right through their message, I just dropped you the video, pull it up on your phone.
Oh, so you will direct message them the tutorial?
Yes.
Oh my God. And so they're able to actually watch that while they're sitting in processing, and or when they go home, they can enjoy it. It's almost like a gift with purchase, Jen.
Yep, absolutely. Who doesn't like a gift?
I love it. All right, so I want you to give us a drive-by of your recruiting, because that, I think, large in part, that's responsible for you going from, what was it, 6 people? How big is the clan now?
16.
All right, so in a nutshell, like, what's that look like? How's that work?
So the main school we recruit from is Tennessee School of Beauty, and we have worked hard to develop a good relationship with them. We volunteer, teach there. We try to do it about once a month. They're a big school. Whenever we have a stylist that we have hired that's graduating from there, we hire before they graduate. We like to invite them to training before they even graduate. So we go ahead and hire, start attending our classes on your day off. And for us, that shows us their level of commitment. If they're going to come for an 8-hour class on a Monday, that's their day off from school, they're committed to growing. And so it shows us before they start. But then when they're graduating, we show up. We show up with donuts and balloons, and we take pictures and boomerangs. And they said that we're the only salon that does that, and that really has stood out to the students. I want to work there where they come celebrate me. Now the key is you have to keep celebrating them when they start to work for you. You can't drop them out. Just kind of drop them like a bad habit. You got to keep celebrating them. So we do that. We invite them into the salon for special events. We'll have pizza and some upstyling tips. We actually, I got to tell you this quick. It was by fluke. I accidentally scheduled a company meeting at the same time I scheduled myself to teach at the school. Oops. And I wasn't going to cancel on either. So my husband went to the school to teach, and I ran the company meeting, and we FaceTimed into those students, and we happened to have 4 level jumps that day, company meeting. And so those students, we FaceTimed in while we celebrated, and we did the balloons and we did the ice cream and all that, and they were just cheering and roaring like crazy. Now, can you imagine being a student and going, I want to work there? They just had 4 people leveled one company.
Wow.
Right?
Wow. So I mean, what you're giving us here is like gold nuggets to the 10th power. So I heard you say a lot of things. So they're coming into the salon. Some of them are working in the salon while they're going to school. They're coming to meetings. Now you're FaceTiming in school. So the educators are back there going, whoa, we can actually watch some really futuristic, celebrational, what's possible when you get out of here if you're on your game here. I mean, I've got some school owners watching tonight that are probably hyperventilating right now, Jenn. So this is amazing what you're doing.
The school brings their students on tour here probably every 2 or 3 weeks. They have a group come through and they tour our salon. We give handouts whenever they do that, a little brochure that tells about the salon, a little goodie bag. We do have online applications, which is a must. We just dropped off this past week. We dropped off hand lotion and headbands to all the instructors as a holiday gift. So it's really just keeping that connection tight. And they personally call us and text us when they have someone graduate that would be a good fit now.
Yeah,
they say, we've got someone.
I wish you could watch my dashboard right now, because I got somebody saying FaceTime a celebration is so next level recruitment. This is a school owner, Chris Huffstetter, who owns the Summit Salon Academy out in Portland. So he's going to be on this as well. And then he says, I love direct messaging the tutorial to the guest. I mean, that's like, you know, and that he said flipping OMG, right? So, and these tutorials are not of the guest, but they're answers to a guest question. So if a guest says, how do you do beachy waves? You will direct message them one or two of your tutorials on beachy waves.
Yes. Absolutely. I want to be in their home as much as I can. I want to be in their product cabinet. I want to be on their phone. I want to be everywhere in their house, because I want every day for them to think about me when they wake up.
Wow, nice. Well, I mean, so here's what we're going to do, Jenn. With your permission, first of all, this is a phenomenal interview. I think we made history tonight, and I'm going to, with your permission, I'm going to post some of your PowerPoints on my Michael Cole Summit platform, and I'm going to probably post some of that content as well on the Summit Salon community page, and because there's 2 pages out there now. One's the official, the other's the other unofficial. Yes. And then you go ahead and do some posting on those platforms as well. If you want to tag me on anything, I will upload it on my Facebook page. Now, somebody said, do you think Facebook is better? Do you think Facebook or Instagram is better? And what I'm hearing you say is you're doing both.
You have to do both. I want to hit all demographics. I'm not going to choose just, Instagram demographic, just Facebook. I need both. Why not? Now, I don't post the same content at the same time.
Right.
I vary it so that they're not getting bored with my stuff, but I do both. And I want to tell you before I forget about it, on recruiting, once we hire them, we have the parents come in, or a significant other, if that's the case, for an open house, and we tell them everything, benefits, expectations, all that. And then we have the support at home. So that's also been a huge part of our recruitment, is inviting the family.
Right. So if they're still living with their family of origin, you'll invite the parents in to understand the culture, the compensation plan. If they have a significant other, you invite him or her in so that they can get behind it as well. I mean, this is phenomenal, Jenn.
Thanks.
Well, listen,
we're loving it.
We're 6 minutes late. I never go late. So you really got, I shut it. Oh no, no, it's not like you love to talk. Trust me when I tell you, I would have shut this down had this been boring. And this wasn't. I mean, this was like golden nuggets, girl. So thank you very much. I'm going to ask you to make a commitment to me right now to do an encore next year as we see you. Because whatever you're doing now, I have a feeling it's going to pale in comparison 3, 4, 5 months from now.
You've got it. We'll do it.
All right. Listen, I got to let you go. I got to end this damn show. And thank you very much. Go home, get some rest. I love you. Tell your people I love them. And tell your hubby I love him too. And to keep up the good work. And I'll talk to you soon. I'll probably text you afterwards.
Perfect. Sounds good. You have a good night too.
All right. Give it up for Jenn, will you guys? Nice. Let me see. I'm going to just end my meeting here. We go like that. Bingo. This was the bomb, you guys. What did you think about that? I think you ought to give it up for one more time. That's what I think you ought to do. Yeah, I mean, I saw her best recruiting practices. I saw her. We listened to her social media. What I heard her doing on social media is she is now building libraries of 2-3 minute tutorials and then when her guests are asking questions about a particular technique, she will find a tutorial and she will direct message them as a gift with purchase, you guys. I mean, this is phenomenal. And then, no, wait, there's more, right? In her recruiting, she will go out and she is now FaceTiming the class into her salon meetings, her celebrations. She had like 4 or 5 level jumps in a salon meeting. She FaceTimed the school, the students in to see what's possible. Tell me what that kind of impact that's not only going to have on the students, but on the educator, the school owner. She is partnered there. I mean, this is futuristic. This is innovation on steroids. And she gave it to us tonight. This is going to live on our page for a few days. We're going to do edit it down into a micro learning. So you have to stay close to this. Phenomenal. If you're new to the community, you need to live on this page. Now you know why Michael Cole Summit Facebook has become the Salon Spa social media learning channel. Like if you want to learn how to do social, how to use social digital technology to blow up the business in your salon and your spa, you got to be living on this page. Tonight was a prime example. We knocked it out of the park. It was the best yet. And there's a boatload of people that they're so busy going broke that they don't have time to watch a program that could not only save their sorry asset, but it could make them big boom boom. I'm crazy go nuts tonight. Also, that same handle, Michael Cole Summit, will get you on Instagram as well. I've got a platform there. Michael Cole Summit gets you on YouTube. There's nowhere online that if you just keyed in Michael Cole Summit, you could even Google it. You're going to find 3 or 4 platforms that are going to empower you and your staff. So you got to get in this conversation. Now, you should also be living on our website, summitsalon.com. There's just too much cool stuff on our website. We've got calculator pages now. We've got tracking apps. We've got we're breaking the goals down. Our coaches are using those calc pages in those tracking apps. We have you can now hit a slash with MC Live and see all of our recorded tutorials on MC Facebook Live. They've been in sequence from the newest all the way down to the first. They've been edited. They're in micro learning bites and 2 to 3 minute bites. Heck, you don't even have to watch them anymore. It's just Bluetoothing your damn mobile to your car and using it as a podcast. So there's no reason whatsoever you shouldn't be in this online conversation. No, but wait, there's more. You got to pick up our social digital planner. If you go to our products, summitsalon.com/product, or just go to summitsalon.com and hit the product page. Get this, there's a tutorial on the product page. You can watch the damn tutorial of how we teach you to use the planner before you even buy the planner, for crying out loud. And you're not there and you're not watching it, and you got to go and watch it now. So you're going to be hanging out on those pages as well. I always like to end with gratitude because we could not do what we're doing without our sponsors. L'Oreal Professional Product Division, give it up for those guys, will you? You really got to. Their brands are nothing short of extraordinary. We got Redken, we have Purology, we have Matrix, we got L'Oreal Professional, we have Mazzani, we have Kerastase, we have Baxter, we have Essie, we have Shoe. We have them all. You want to support this because when you support these lines, it affords them the opportunity to support our work and sponsorship so that we can bring this kind of program to you. It's unbelievable. Now, Salon Centric is the distribution arm of L'Oreal PPD, as well as State Beauty and RDA. So these are the distributors that support that line. And of course, SSBC, Summit Salon Business Center, all of my partners, we continue to work hard to take it to the next level. And case in point tonight, Jenn Yeager was, she probably said, 20 times how not only did Summit really help to, change the trajectory of her life, but now it is causing her to thrive on a daily basis. And now we're learning from her. She's one of our innovators. She's one of the new top 20 Summit Salon owners. So great program tonight. I just love it that you guys continue to come and watch us do the work. And so we're going to let you go, and we're going to just say goodbye.